Me personally, my favorite hole at Old Barnstable Fairgrounds, it's probably a tie between this one we're at here, the third hole, medium length par 5, nice water fronting the green, probably our signature hole, maybe of all 36 at Barnstable Golf. But I also love 13, elevated tee ball, horse farm on your left, a lot of bunkering down the right. 13's a really beautiful tee shot.
I was also going to go with 13. That's my favorite hole. Just nice par 4. It's not that long, and that elevated tee, like Jesse said, it's just a nice look at a wide fairway. It's a beautiful golf hole.
So we at Old Barnstable Fairground, we have 4 sets of tees. The furthest back being for the more accomplished players are blue. You're going to play the total golf course at close to probably 6,600 yards from them. One up from them is the whites. That's for probably your average player maybe would play the whites, about 6,000 yards. Then we have gold tees in front of them, and then green tees. This year we switched the color of the front tees from red to green because red has historically been associated as the women's tees, and golf is making a move away from gender-based tees. We want more players playing those front tees to increase pace of play, increase enjoyment, increase lower scores, more fun. Old Barnstable separates itself from Hyannis in that I would say it's the number one thing is it's much more walkable, which is very important to a lot of people. This is how a lot of our members and residents and customers get their exercise, walking the golf course. It's a 4 to 5 mile walk anytime you walk a golf course, and Hyannis is hilly enough to the point where some people just can't walk it. So they're gonna have to take a cart. So they kind of lose a little bit of that exercise, and there's a cost associated with taking the cart as well. So here, it's more walkable. You get your exercise in, it's a little cheaper to play golf because you're not having to rent that cart for a member. So that's kind of an upside here. It's also, the playing windows are a little wider, the tree lines that is. So it's a little easier to get around for a player who might not be super accurate or dialed in on any given day. Hyannis it's more challenging. The more accomplished players tend to prefer Hyannis because it is more challenging, while as this place, Old Barnstable, is a little bit more playable. I'll use that word.
We have done some in-house filling in of some unnecessary bunkers using the spoils from aeration. We take the plugs, fill in the bunker, and then put grass seed on top.
Our philosophy kind of is if an obstacle like a bunker or something, if it only penalizes the weaker player, let's get rid of it. If it's there as a risk-reward kind of thing for the better player to have to think about, so be it. But if it's only going to penalize a shorter hitter, I don't think it belongs on our golf courses. I don't know if you saw that little cameo from our golf chairman, Keith Hochstein, just then. Greens are as good now as I've ever seen them.
Yeah.
Just yesterday we hosted the Cape Cod PGA Pro Senior. We host that here every year. It brings 18 to 20 local PGA professionals to the golf course, along with 3 of the members from their club. Fantastic feedback from all of my colleagues, the fellow PGA pros on Cape Cod. We're lucky enough to have a fantastic practice facility here at Old Barnstable, driving range with over 20 hitting stations. Behind that is not only a chipping area, but a chipping area to an actual green, which a lot of courses don't have. I mean, we treat that green the same as all the others out here. And then a giant practice green with a lot of undulation. A lot of courses just have a nice flat putting green to start. Ours is, you can hit a lot of different types of putts. So yeah, whether a lot of people utilize it before the rounds, but frankly, we have a ton of people who come solely to just use the practice area. They might only have half an hour or 45 minutes. They don't have the 2 hours it would take to play 9 holes or the 4 for 18. So they use the practice area, and they're very popular. Old Barnstable has a beautiful clubhouse, fully stocked pro shop. Any kind of gear you want, they have. Beautiful restaurant on the other side with a deck that's right next to the airfield. You'll see glider planes. You might even see a blimp. You'll see skydivers. It's a really cool spot. Plenty of people come just to frequent the restaurant. We have non-golfers that come for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Typically, it's filled with golfers, but we do have plenty of non-golfers that visit, especially since there's not. It's a great location. There's not much else in this area, so they kind of have a captive audience. But yeah, the Clubhouse it serves its purpose very well. Large, fully stocked pro shop and a nice restaurant. Anyone looking to book a tee time can do so at barnstable.golf. You're going to click on non-member tee time, and it'll prompt you to utilize we use what's called the Chelsea system, but it'll show you all the tee times available within the next 10 days.